your VCRs ready. The greatest musical performances of all time are about to come your way, from the Beatles to the Supremes. Carmen Harlan brings you this primetime special, Swingin' Time Again, next. It was one of the grooviest dance shows on TV in the 60s, and now we've discovered the long-lost tapes of Swingin' Time. Tonight, we're taking you back to dig on classic clips by the Beatles, Freddy Boom Boom Cannon, the Supremes, Mitch Ryder, and much more. So come on, let's go, little darling. It's Swingin' Time again.
Before music videos and before dance fever, there was only one show that mattered if you were a teen in Detroit and Windsor. It was called Swingin' Time. Good evening, I'm Carmen Harlan. Swingin' Time was the hottest teen dance show around for most of the 1960s. And with that decade's increasing popularity, we thought it would be fun to party like it's 1965. Unfortunately, being a live show, there isn't much that remains of Swingin' Time. But we did discover a few magical and musical nuggets that we'd like to share, such as little-scene performances from The Temptations, The Beatles, The Supremes, Frankie Avalon with the Everly Brothers, and much more. Hosted by top radio jock Bop and Robin Seymour, Swingin' Time was the place where all the big music acts wanted. Robin Seymour, welcome back to Detroit, Robin.
Thank you, Carmen. It's so good to be here with you.
Tell us about Swingin' Time. How did it get started?
Oh, gosh, so many years ago, Art Servey and I conceived the idea, getting all the kids together from various high schools in the metropolitan area, saluting all the new artists, bringing other artists in. This show was on longer than any other dance party in the Detroit area.
You also had some special theme shows, like the Beatles. Tell us about that.
Oh, gosh, we got a bunch of clips from England, put them all together, and had the Beatles night out.
Isn't that something? And you remember them singing, I Want to Be Your Man?
How can I forget?
Well, they haven't seen it yet. Doing I Want to Be Your Man. Here are the Beatles.
I want to be your man. I want to be your lover, baby. I want to be your man. Love you like no other, baby, like no other can. Love you like no other, baby, like no other can. I want to be your man. 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 Tell me that you love me, baby. Let me understand. Tell me that you love me, baby. I want to be your man. I want to be. I want to be your lover, baby. I want to be your man. I want to be your lover, baby. I want to be your man. Love you, your man. I want to be your man.
Now, do you remember that?
How could I forget it? You know, we sponsored the first concert at Olympia, an afternoon show and a nighttime show, and we were so concerned how everybody would really accept him because he had such long hair.
Remember that?
Oh, gosh, long
my
hair.
goodness. We're going to have more from the special Beatles show just ahead, including an early bit of acting from the Fast Four.
Oh, yes.
One time, my father taught my brother and I this dance, and we must have worked on this for 2.5 or 3 months. And we studied it every day. And the day of the show, we got on there, and the cameras went on, and we just followed the whole dance up. It was just hysterical, but we just had a great time doing it.
Swingin' Time Again is brought to you in part by the company you count on wherever life takes you. General Motors, people in motion.
Everyone has a memory of Tiger Stadium.
And then he would stand here and talk to the ball.
He'd take it off the wall, turn, and throw a strike all the way out.
I came in through the tunnel the first time, and I see this green in the middle of a city. I'll never forget that.
If they hit a home run, it would go over the fence and hit the checker cab company. The Gator hit one right here.
Congratulations on 87 memorable seasons from Wallside Windows.
Quite a ballpark.
Chevy Tahoe, like a rock.
It only takes an instant. It's easy as can be. All it takes is instant tickets from the lottery.
Lots of choices, like Lucky Sevens. Top prize, $250,000.
For one and all, have a ball. You can win so instantly with instant tickets from the lottery.
The fun starts from scratch.
Instant tickets from the Michigan Lottery.
Nice album. CDs. You sound like Dad. They're from Play, from Columbia House. Music Club? Been there. Forgot to send back those cards? Got stuff I didn't want. It's different with Play. No reply cards or unwanted CDs. And check out the Play website. Easy ordering, email, hassle level 0. CD samplers with new artists and 12 CDs as soon as you join. Come on, let's go play.
Visit play.columbiahouse.com or AOL keyword CH Music or watch your mail.
Swingin' Time was a great place to get exposure for upcoming musical acts. Most promoters knew that, including Berry Gordy Jr. Being the hometown of Motown Records, it was natural that those artists would make regular appearances on the show. Everybody from the Supremes to the Contours showed up to lip-sync their hits at one time or another. Here's a performance from the Tintin Temptations, singing Get Ready. That brings back a lot of memories, doesn't it?
Out of sight.
Did you know that Motown was going to become the sound of the 60s?
Well, I had a feeling they was going to become great because I dug the music so much. And it was just terrific. I introduced Barry into the industry to meet a couple of the top music guys from New York who wanted to take over his label and produce for him. And he said, thanks, Robin, but no thanks. I'm going to do my own thing. Thank goodness.
Now, there's some that say he really arrived when he was able to get to the Copacabana.
Well, I think that was really breaking ground. And, of course, it was so tremendous when he was kind enough to invite me to fly into New York to the Copacabana to see the Supremes in person, the first group of its kind to appear at the Copa.
Wasn't that something?
Yeah.
You know, we're going to talk about Motown a little bit more, but there were other artists like the McCoys who were going to sing their hit, Hang On Sloopy. Remember that?
Let's do it. Yeah, I sure do.
So did you know that the Supremes were almost arrested on a trip overseas? It's true. And we have the proof in a long-lost video that Barry Gordy shared on Swingin' Time. You'll see it next.
Dan, Tony, Ray,
John.
and we sang
Just like Romeo and Juliet.
You know, it's been a few years since I moved to Detroit, and I find myself wondering at what point I can start calling myself a Detroiter. Now, I've noticed Detroiters are not defined simply by East Side or West Side or city or suburb. Detroiters are defined by their actions. Detroiters are proud, and it's a pride they wear not only on their heart and on their sleeves, but on their T-shirts and jackets and car bumpers.
Detroiters do the tough job. They fight America's wars. They build America's cars. They make America's music.
I think Detroiters appreciate the good times because they made it through the bad times and somehow kept their grace intact. Detroiters don't whine. Detroiters don't look back. Detroiters do their best. I don't know what it was that brought me to Detroit. I don't know if it was fate or destiny or just the job. Whatever it was the luckiest thing in my life. Because when I look at my twin daughters, my Detroit-born twin daughters, I can't help but feel like a proud part of a great town.
Our goal was to create an exciting car, tough enough to take whatever the world can throw at it. Quite frankly, we nailed it. Grand Am with solid form design. Right now, make the most solid Grand Am ever built yours by taking advantage of this solid deal. Grand Am. Excitement well built. See your local Pontiac dealer today.
Showtime presents Beggars and Choosers, the new series that turns on TV. Meet Rob Malone, TV network president. He's a chooser. She's his beautiful, brilliant, backstabbing co-worker. Chooser wannabe.
Not a people person.
And this is his boss, chooser by day.
What do you think about the Love Boat on a plane?
Beggar by night.
Thanks. I deserve that.
Beggars and Choosers. This weekend, only on Showtime.
Welcome back. You know, we told you earlier that it was pretty common for Motown artists to promote their latest hit on Swingin' Time. But one special show, a tribute to the Supremes, Diana, Flo, and Mary, weren't even allowed to sing. What happened with that?
Oh, that was something else. I'll get to that in a minute. Let me say this. Every Motown artist that ever appeared on television first appeared on Swingin' Time. We're very proud of that. Now, that Motown special with the Supremes, we had everything set. They were going to perform. 3 days before, Barry calls up and says, you can't have them on the show. We have a special contractual agreement. They can't perform anywhere until they fulfill that. So then we had to get a bunch of the kids together, do lip syncing for them, and get some of the other Motown artists on the show to sing, to honor them. But boy, they wanted to get up so much.
They did. All right, we've got a clip from that show, which includes an early Supremes music video.
You brought a very interesting film. You took up the gallows roses in Paris?
Yes, it was. It's a film as they were running down, walking or running down this street in Paris. Was it the Champs-Élysées?
Champs-Élysées.
And, of course, the film is sort of unique in that it was cut short. It was never really completed because I think they were all almost thrown in jail.
Right.
And
let's watch the film and find out if they really were thrown in jail.
Okay.
Would you like to do that? Here now, the Supremes running down the Champs-Élysées. Let's go. Wait a minute, please. The gendarme. Oh, you gotta be kidding.
That's right. Freddy Cannon, here he is to take us to Palisades Park. Let's go.
Last night I took a walk after dark. I swing a place called Palisades Park. To have some fun and see what I could see. That's where the girls are. I took a ride on a shooty shoot. That girl I sat beside was awful cute. And when we stopped, she was holding hands with me. My heart was flying up like a rocket ship, down like a roller coaster, back like a loop-de-loop, and around like a merry-go-round. We ate and ate at a hot dog stand. We danced around to a rockin' band. And when I could, I gave that girl a hug. In the tunnel of love, you never know how great a kiss can feel when you stop at the top of a Ferris wheel. When I fell in love down at Palisades Park. We ate and ate at a hot dog stand. We danced around to a rockin' band. And when I could, I gave that girl a hug. In the tunnel of love, you never know how great a kiss can feel when you stop at the top of a Ferris wheel. When I fell in love down at Palisades Park. Down at Palisades Park. You go to Palisades Park.
Any idea who Freddy Cannon was talking to in the middle of that video?
I want to tell you something, Carmen. I don't know what Freddy Cannon was doing in that video. I don't think he knew. You know, he gets halfway through the thing, he was messing up the lip sync because he hasn't done it in so long. And it was a very hard lip sync. So on the break, he turns to the kids in the audience and starts talking to them, and he remembers he has to finish it up. It was really, really interesting, but it was fun. It was a big hit.
And it was live TV at that time.
Oh, yes,
Let's
live
talk about
TV.
live television back then.
All right.
It was a joy, wasn't it?
That was the only thing we knew of live. We would get in every morning, Art Servey and I, we'd pick out the talent, pick out the records, contact the kids, get them lined up, we'd write it, we'd go into the control room, we'd go into the studio, the crew would come around, we'd start moving things here, moving things, 5 days a week. For 7 years, we did it live. On Saturday, we taped it for Saturday night. A lot of fun. What a learning experience.
And a lot of kids like me enjoyed it for a long,
That's
long
right.
time.
You were one of our viewers.
Here's another great Motown act, the Marvelettes with Don't Mess with Bill.
Don't mess with Bill. Don't mess with Bill. Say it one more time. Well, I know he's the guy who put tears in my eyes. competition. I want to be sure as can be. Hear what I say, girls, keep away. Don't mess with Bill. No, 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 no. Don't mess with Bill. Leave my Billy alone. Don't mess with Bill. Get out of your home. Don't mess with Bill. 'Cause he's mine, oh mine. Don't mess with Bill. One more time. Don't mess with Bill. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't mess with Bill.
Marvelous. When you're dealing with live TV and musicians, it's not unusual that you end up with a jam session. It was no exception on Swingin' Time. In a minute, we'll show you one of the most unlikely jam sessions featuring a musical style you'd never expect.
I remember we used to go on Saturday afternoon and then hurry home because the show was taped, and then we'd gather around the TV set and see how many of us made it on the show. So it was great.
You know, it's a cliche, but it's a cliche because it's true. The news does not stop at Friday night, 11:30.
It's about trust and integrity. I think where local news comes first says something about News 4's commitment to this community.
Where the local news comes first. It is a phrase, and yet we take it to heart.
There is no one like the people of Detroit at rising to the occasion of raising money, sending supplies.
What I like about Detroiters, they're tough.
News 4 weekends at 6 and 11, where local news comes first. Tickets for the Shock's home opener this Thursday are available for as low as $8 at the Palace box office and all Ticketmasters. Come early and get an autograph from former MTV VJ Eric Neese. Plus, don't miss out on Shock Fest. 2 hours before each Shock home game, it's an interactive basketball extravaganza for the whole family.
When it comes to investing, experts say look for security. The confidence of safe returns. We couldn't agree more. Chevy Blazer, steel ladder frame, side door beams, and this GMAC Smart Lease. A little security in an insecure world. Chevy Blazer, like a rock.
Nice album. CDs. You sound like Dad. They're from Play, from Columbia House. Music Club? Been there. Forgot to send back those cards? Got stuff I didn't want.
It's different with Play. No reply cards or unwanted CDs. And check out the Play website. Easy ordering, email, hassle level 0. CD samplers with new artists and 12 CDs as soon as you join. Come on, let's go play.
Visit play.columbiahouse.com or AOL keyword CH Music or watch your mail.
Besides all of the national acts that appeared on Swingin' Time, the show was also a great place for local acts to get much-needed exposure and television performance experience. Bob Seger, Ted Nugent, Aretha Franklin, they all cut their musical chops on Swingin' Time. Here's an early clip that features a very young Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels doing C.C. Ryder and Jenny Take a Ride. You know, we talked a little bit about how unpredictable television, live TV can be. Robin, what were some of your favorite moments?
Oh, my goodness, there were so many, it's hard to tell. I remember when we had Paul Revere and the Raiders on the program, they left their instruments back across the river, so we had to get little toy instruments. I remember when we had Herman and the Hermits, we had them on the roof. And it was a summer's day. We must have had 2,000 kids up and down, all around the station. Those were a few of the things. And, of course, the moments that I remember, too, is when we had rainy, stormy days, and we had like 3 kids in the audience to dance, and then we'd have to roll in some of the old dance stuff into the program to make it come through. Live television.
That's it. You know, it must have been very exciting, especially when musicians got together and did the unexpected. We've got a clip featuring Frankie Avalon and the Everly Brothers jamming on the blues.
I remember.
Hey, that puts me in B.
All right, good.
Oh, no. Wait, how about F? F is good. Okay, good. You play and I'll play along. Ba-ba-boo. Yeah! Hey, pretty Frankie.
That, everybody, huh? Thank you, Frankie. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. That was real good.
Out as a trio now.
That's going to be wonderful.
We're going to adopt Frankie, or he's going to adopt...
I'll be one of the Everly
We've
brothers.
started a whole new thing in show business. The Everlys and friends. No, Everlys and friends, huh?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
And Frankie Avalon playing the blues. Who would have thought?
On trumpet. See, most people didn't know he played trumpet. His first television appearance, when he was just a little kid, because he hasn't grown much either have I, was on the Jackie Gleason show, when he played the trumpet. And this break took place on a Saturday show when we were taping. We did live 5 days. This was taped, and they had a little jam session waiting for the crew to get together.
Isn't that exciting?
Yep.
You know, and for every exciting moment like that one, there was probably a few that were maybe a bit uncomfortable.
Oh, my goodness, how can I start? I remember one on that special we did at Supreme with Berry Gordy getting on. He referred to Florence Ballard's weight. She wasn't too happy about that.
No, I can't imagine. Here's one of those moments as Berry Gordy dropped by for that special tribute to the Supreme.
Oh, yeah.
Probably even more. Do you remember the first day that these 3 beautiful girls walked into your office and said, "We want to sing for you"?
Well, first of all, they weren't beautiful. But at any rate, they were wonderful. They were always wonderful. They were a little on the skinny side, but they were wonderful girls. That's it.
That was Florence's problem when she was younger, is that right?
Right.
You were a skinny kid. Is that right?
I was more, much smaller than I am now.
We love you the way you are. Is that right? We love you all the way.
Also with us, Billy Joe Royal down in the boondocks.
That song spent 13 weeks on the charts in 1965. Billy Joe Royal was Down in the Boondocks. Stay with us. There's much more to come, including Leslie Gore and Kim Weston.
We used to all come down in a group of about 10 or 15 of us, and we'd have to take the Finkel bus downtown, and then we would walk across the Ambassador Bridge in order to get over to the studio. We all thought that was kind of a kick, and we had a lot of fun doing it.
You've heard the saying, you can run, but you can't hide. Well, it's never more accurate than when it comes to weather. No matter what you do, that blizzard, that thunderstorm, that heat wave is going to catch up with you and affect your life. And that's what I think of when I see weather coming. Global warming, El Nino, La Nina, all boil down to very simple things. Are they going to play that ball game tonight? Will the fireworks go off on time? Weather. It's definitely local. It's certainly news. And for me, it always comes first.
I get cramps, I get backaches, I get bloating, I take multi-symptom Pamprin. I've tried the other products. They don't do it. Pamprin gets rid of the bloating, the irritability, cramps.
Pamprin, more than just pain relief, period relief.
It's a great product.
In football, speed is everything. Same for pain relief. That's why pro athletes demand the fast relief of Flexall. Flexall's unique aloe vera gel speeds relief straight to the pain, so you're back in the game in no time. Flexall, full speed relief for tough pain.
Stop assuming that just because you're hugging one of these, you can't have a car that was made for hugging these. Alero, with the road-hugging active response system. Start feeling connected. Alero by Oldsmobile. Start something.
Traverse Bay Casino Resorts presents Hot Country Night. Get ready. July 2nd through 11th, free at Sands Showroom at Leland Sands Casino. Starring Cherie Austin. And many more. The Warren Brothers. Guilty. Black Hawk. Lone Star. And Ricochet. Reserve seats. Call the Leland Sands Casino box office at 877-271-7980 for details.
In most cases, when a musician would appear on Swingin' Time, they'd lip sync or mouth the words to their recording. As you've seen, some were much better at it than others. As a matter of fact, some were so bad that it seemed as though you were watching one of those Japanese films that was overdubbed in English. Well, one of the best, though, was Leslie Gore. Check her out on her 1965 hit, Sunshine, Lollipops, and Rainbows.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny when you're near. The rain goes, disappears, dear, and I feel so fine just to know that you are mine. My life is sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. That's how this ring goes. So come on, join in. Everybody, sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is sure to come your way when you're in love to stay. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny when you're near. The rain goes, disappears, dear, and I feel so fine just to know that you are mine. My life is sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. That's how this ring goes. So come on, join in. Everybody, sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is sure to come your way. 'Cause you're in love. You're in love. And love is here to stay.
All right, Robin, you've got to introduce this special friend of yours.
This is the man we've been talking about, Art Servey, who was the talent coordinator for the show. He was the babysitter for all the kids, picked out all the talent. Without him, I would not be here today. I promise.
Thank you. And that's the truth, right?
That's the truth. It was a labor of love. It really was. This wasn't even work. Tell us why you left the show.
Well, they told me when I left that I stopped kidding around and started clowning around.
Okay.
And so I spent 25 years doing Bozo the Clown.
Now, I
in
don't
the
know if
circus.
our audience even remembers that, but Art Servey used to be Bozo the Clown.
If we talk like Bozo, does it help?
So how'd you get involved in Swingin' Time? I mean, they were totally
We
unrelated.
worked at a radio station together. We were at Keener Radio, and he was the music director. And we came up with the idea of Swingin' Time, conceived it, put it together, sold it, and went there. Art was the
Now, did you have to give up the radio job too?
Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah, they said I
There was a
couldn't
conflict at the time, and they said, pick one or the other. So we thought about it. Best move we ever made.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another Motown artist doing a song that was a huge hit for many years later for the Doobie Brothers. It's Kim Weston with Take Me in Your Arms. Stay with us. Swingin' Time again. We'll continue with another classic video from the Beatles.
Hi, my name is Susie Keenan, and my very handsome and talented dance partner, David Ray, were on the dance show for many years. We were regulars, and our best memory, I think, was when Sonny and Cher came to town, and we had imitated them so many times on stage at the studio that we had fan mail and people coming across the street asking for our autograph, and then we were on the front page of the newspaper with Sonny and Cher. Too cool.
We've been together for a long time. We see each other a few times a day. You at home, me on the news. We get to know each other during the good times, and even more during our tragedies. And I guess like me, you have to look back every now and then. And you can't help but notice how far we've come. In the beginning, everything was new. Young and foolish, as the song goes. Doors open up, or you force them open yourself. You learn from family. Friends help you. Sometimes you're all alone, and God walks you through. And you move forward. And one day you look around, and people depend on you. You're a leader. And it feels good to have been lucky enough and strong enough to make it to this point. And so you think about your friends, and you know you owe a lot to them. So to you, my friends, thank you. We've been together for a long time. And always remember, together, we can do anything.
You know, my first racing days were pretty rough. With my wheels set so close together, I was always getting loose in the turns. Now that I'm trading paint with the big boys, wider is better.
The White Track Grand Prix delivers precise control in the corners. No wonder it's been selected official pace car of NASCAR.
There's no getting around it. Wider
is better. Now you can take that to the bank with this winning offer on the White Track Grand Prix. See your local Pontiac dealer for details.
It's big, it's bigger, it's Clyde's biggest sale ever. Big savings of 25 to 50% on over 8,000 rolls of today's best-selling carpets. Bigger because padding's free with every carpet. The biggest. Credits free with no interest, no payments for 1 full year. Incredible. Get 3 full rooms of carpet for only $150. Buy 1 remnant, get another remnant absolutely free. Hurry, 25 to 50% off carpet. Free pad, free credit for 1 full year. Clyde's is open Monday and Tuesday till 8 p.m.
You know, the Beatles are so versatile. In case you didn't know it, I wanted to let you know. And to show you what we mean, from the show Music Man, here they are to sing Till There Was You.
Then there was music and wonderful roses. They tell me in sweet, fragrant meadows of dawn and you. There was love all around, but I never till there was you.
Let's talk about the Beatles coming to Detroit. You had a special show, a tribute to them.
Yes.
Where did the clips come from?
Okay, well, the clips from the TV show that we had, the special night out with the Beatles, came from England. RKO General, Channel 9 bought them, and then we interspersed it with other artists. The concert we had, Olympia, with the Beatles, we got on the premise that we would bring in a new group for a free concert, a group called the Rolling Stones.
Oh, anybody you know.
Oh, and we thought the Beatles had long hair. You know, in those days it was amazing. But the Rolling Stones came in. They were not the neatest looking group.
Well, they were funky.
They were real. Yeah, they were real. That's a good word. That's right. And there were only 500 people that showed up. But in any event, that special show from the Beatles was a big, big hit. We enjoyed doing it.
Now, aside from just singing, the Fab Four had a chance to try out their comedic skills.
Oh, that's right.
Check it out.
Very well, thank you very much. Thank you. And look out, here comes some more here. Oh, you're very busy, aren't you? Oh, I mean, props. It is theirs with props. Have you read this?
Yes, I saw the film.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. And that's all right. Hello. And that's all right.
Look, excuse me, one moment. You haven't searched these cases.
It's all, I know what's in them.
What's inside them?
Money!
Now, that is truly classic. But before the Beatles started the British invasion, the Everly Brothers were already tearing up the charts with hit after hit. Talk about the Everly Brothers.
They were a big, big group. The two brothers were terrific. They came in and did our shows numerous times. And, you know, going back to the Beatles for just a moment, the Beatles said they were influenced greatly by 2 things to get their sound. The Everly Brothers and Motown. And the Everly Brothers, when you think back and start listening to some of their records, you'll hear the Beatles in that.
Well, here they are singing their first big hit, Bye Bye Love.
Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress, hello emptiness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. There goes my baby with someone new. She sure looks happy, I sure am blue. She was my baby till he stepped in. Goodbye to romance, that might have been. Bye-bye love, bye-bye offer. And there's a reason that I'm so free. My loving baby is through with me. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness. Hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress. Hello emptiness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. Bye-bye my love, goodbye.
It was May of 1957 when that song topped out at #2 on the chart. About 8 years later, a Motown group had their first #1 hit. We'll check out their classic video clip from Swingin' Time when we come back.
I'm Fran Leahy, and the first time I ever went to Swingin' Time, I forgot to bring a tie, so I had to sit outside in the lobby and watch the whole show. But it taught me two things. I learned to bring a tie, and I got to meet Jerry Lee Lewis afterwards.
Everyone has a memory of Tiger Stadium.
And then he would stand here and talk to the ball.
He'd take it off the wall, turn, and throw a strike all the way out.
I came in through the tunnel the first time, and I see this green in the middle of the city. I'll never forget that.
If they hit a home run, it would go over the fence and hit the Checker Cab Company. The Gator hit one right here.
Congratulations on 87 memorable seasons from Wallside Windows.
Quite a ballpark.
Nice album.
CDs. You sound like Dad. They're from Play, from Columbia House.
Music club? Been there. Forgot to send back those cards? Got stuff I didn't want.
It's different with Play. No reply cards or unwanted CDs. And check out the Play website. Easy ordering, email, hassle level 0. CD samplers with new artists and 12 CDs as soon as you join. Come on, let's go play.
Visit play.columbiahouse.com or AOL keyword CH Music or watch your mail. This May, you made NBC.
Spank it, smack it on the bing bong.
How you doing? America's #1 network.
Transmission incoming from the big giant head. Kyle's gotta have it.
From the big Friends wedding finale in Vegas.
You roll another Part 8, and we get married here tonight.
To Noah's Ark, the biggest miniseries event of the year. From the Third Rock Alien Baby. And the engaging episodes of Frasier.
Yes.
And Just Shoot Me.
Yes, I'll marry you.
To the powerful and dramatic finales of Law and Order, ER.
I'm having twins.
And America's #1 new drama, Providence.
What now, Mother? I'm leaving, darling.
And this May, you made Channel 4 the #1 station in Detroit. You chose WDIV over every other station in the metro area. So we'd like to thank you
Shut up, you guys.
for making NBC and Channel 4 #1 in May. Swingin' Time Again is brought to you in part by the company you count on wherever life takes you. General Motors, people in motion.
You know, it's too bad tonight has to come to an end.
You're right.
But it's been great reliving some of the Swingin' Time moments with you. What comes to mind when you go back in time?
Well, first of all, if we ever do a show like this again, Carmen, you promise to come and dance.
Are you kidding? I'd love to come and dance.
Great. We'll wait for you. Well, when you say what comes to mind, well, you know, we were on 7 years, 5 days a week. Saturday we taped it and did it at night, broadcasted at night. But the one thing that always comes back to me, and I think about constantly, are the kids, and why there can't be something like this again today. We had kids of all colors and religions and languages, and they all got
every
together.
Neighborhood.
And every neighbor, and kids were kids. They didn't pay any attention to who you were, what you were. They were just all together, and that's what brought the show together. That's what brought its popularity together. The kids
And they
made
just
it.
wanted to have fun.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being with
My
us.
pleasure.
We also want to thank the folks here at Have a Nice Day Cafe in
Oh,
Pontiac.
yeah.
They've been great. We're going to leave you with one last clip. It's the Temptations and their signature song, My Girl. Good night, everyone. This has been great.
You made it.
Makeup and hairstyling services provided by John Jordan and Jeff Corey of Salon Click in West Bloomfield. Transportation provided by Lakeside Limousine, serving the Tri-County area for over 13 years.